Hi, my name is Jahnome McEwen. You can call me Jay. I'm a specialized honors English graduate from York University in Toronto. I moved out to England. I was living in London, Surrey, and now I'm living in West Yorkshire. And I wanted to make this video just to discuss the process of me writing my first fictional novel and the duplicities and the issues that I've had and the mental breakdowns that I've had with writing this particular novel. Just to give you a short breakdown of what this novel is about, it's about this black billionaire. He's the heir to a billionaire family. He has these major issues with his father, who has too much expectation. His father's a patriarch where he doesn't believe that men should be a certain kind of way. And he has to go on this, he goes on this journey with a friend of his in order to make a lump sum of money to stop his father from basically buying out this lump sum of properties, his portfolio, and distributing it to his international buyers who will gentrify an area, essentially. So the crazy part about this is that the son is actually a psychopath and is a sociopath, and he's actually a killer. And it's a first person narration where you basically see from when he finds out that his father is planning on gentrifying this area. You go through this entire journey of him going to Monaco and Nice with his friend, making up that lump sum of money and coming back, and just a plethora of issues that happen in between. He finds love, loses love, gets it back. His friend comes with him, his friend's no longer there. Just a lot of surprising events that happen throughout the duration of the story. Now, with this story, I found, and I would love to know if anybody has related to this, I found with this character, his name is Andre, I found that writing him and creating him has, how can I put this? It has basically f***ed with me mentally, you know. He's a psychopath, and I found that when I was writing him and creating him, my emotions would be conflicted. It was almost like watching a movie and being so involved in the movie that you forget that it's actually just a movie. I'm not sure if you guys have ever experienced this, but I did. I used to play Call of Duty as a kid, and what I found is that if I were to play the game for too long, I would start to get sick in my stomach, like my head would start to pound. And that's because the fact that you're in a first person playing games, and your body thinks you're moving, but you're actually not moving, right? So on the screen is moving all over the place, but your body's still, so it makes you sick, right? Because your body's thinking that, okay, what I'm seeing outside, well, your eyes think that what they're seeing outside is what's happening, but in reality that's not the case. And that's how I felt. So much so that when I was writing it, I found that when my partner would come home or I would see other people, I wouldn't be able to talk to them for almost 2 hours, because I would find that I became Andre, and that my anger, my internal anger, which Andre was inspired from, that I no longer had, would be reflected outside of the way that I interacted with people. So, and I would even have nightmares. I would have some extreme lucid dreams that were very dark and demonic. I felt like I honestly opened a portal and just let a whole bunch of some scary shit come in, and it's inspired a lot of my writing, but it's also freaked the hell out of me at the same time, but entertained me at the same time, which is an interesting thing, especially coming from a Christian family where I honestly don't know how my family will react to my book, because it's a very dark, very gruesome book at certain parts, but it's also a reflection of my creativity and an interpretation or an art form of how I was feeling at a particular time in my life. Not to his extent, but the plot, the deep plot was built out of things that I was experiencing in my own life. And as I traveled throughout Europe, since September of 2019 up until now, really, I got inspired by various things. And for example, a lot of the scenes take place in Monaco and Nice, and I found that I extremely love Nice. I've gone there on a couple occasions, and I really would love to just retire there, to be honest. So hopefully, depending on how the book does and different things of the like, I might just end up staying out there. But also Monaco, where certain events happen within Monaco. They make majority of their money. Andre and his friend Lucas, they make majority of their money in Monaco. But Lucas finds love and he ends up in Nice. Her name is Jasmine, the person that he falls for. He ends up in Nice for a duration of the novel. So I would just love to know am I the only one who creates a character who is so dark and so evil that he or she almost takes over your soul, where you have issues differentiating between who you are and who your character is? And sometimes I'll be reading passages from my novel to friends of mine, or just explaining what's happening in the story, and I find that instead of me saying his name, like Andre does this, Andre does that, I'm actually saying, you know, I do this, I do that, when it's not really the case. So I would just love to know, am I the only one that's experiencing this? Do other writers experience this? Do they really get involved with their characters, whether it's just something cynical like my own in the sense of the character, or something more relaxing? But I would just love to know, have any writers out there been so absorbed in their character, in the world that they created, that it affects their real life? If so, drop a comment below, let me know. I'd love to just get an understanding of the different types of writers out there and whether or not I'm going in the right direction. So this is my first video. Maybe I'll make another one. We'll see. It's just more so to express the process of me making this novel. And we'll take it from there. So if I feel like uploading something else, then maybe I will. But if not, then so be it. This is up there. And that's that. See ya.